So releasing my entire Major League Baseball bracket. It's not like it logged into Major League Baseball right now. The Tampa Bay Rays are going to beat the Indians. The Tampa Bay Rays will be facing the New York Yankees. Gray Jorginho just hit home run number 62. Number 6 against number 2. The Rays win. Simple enough. It will be the Seattle Mariners that are this year's Cinderella team. So I got the Seattle Mariners against Houston. It is number 5 against number 1 because eventually down the line, it is the Yankees that will beat the Dodgers in the World Series after defeating Tampa because the Dodgers is Jamacha 51. It is Tampa that is Jamacha 51. The Dodgers were last in the World Series when they faced off against the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2020. Cleveland's going to lose again. Aaron Judge has to add the Tampa Bay Rays to the list of franchises he has won a postseason series against. He beat the Indians. He beat the Twins. In the National League side, the Mets to beat the Padres. The Dodgers to beat the Mets. Scherzer and DeGrom against a Dodger team that has won 111 games during the regular season. The Phillies are red hot. The Phillies last made it to the playoffs the year of the Yankees' last championship. I like number 6 against number 2. I like the Phillies against the Braves. I like which star do they want? Paul Goldschmidt or Bryce Harper in the next round? You know what? After 131 seasons for Philadelphia, I like Philadelphia in the divisional round of the playoffs. Championship is gematria of 131. Yes, I am playing the bracket challenge on MajorLeagueBaseball.com, but it's just not logging in right now. So after 131 seasons, I like a nice divisional matchup between a red-hot team that fired their manager, Joe Girardi. Why are the Yankees facing off against Tampa? Well, payback for 2020. George Steinbrenner. George Steinbrenner died on the 13th day over at Tampa, Florida in 2010. The Yankees' next championship is going to begin against Tampa, Florida in tribute to George Steinbrenner. The Yankees won 57 games during the regular season. The Yankees have 57 seasons at home. The Astros failed to finish the year with 57 losses. It is World Series, that's too much of 57. That's why the Yankees finished the season with 57 wins at home. George also has Gematria 57. It is Tampa Bay that has Gematria of champion. The Yankees will be a champion after beating the Tampa Bay Rays. And why are they facing off against the Indians? Well, it is the Indians. I should say Indian by itself is Gematria Tampa. I thought Luis Castillo would get another shot at the Yankees, but I guess not. Oh well. All-time postseason record, the Tampa Bay Rays enter the postseason with 28 wins. The Yankees' 28th World Series championship begins against Tampa. We'll see if they lose a game at Cleveland in the best of 3 because Cleveland is Gematria 33 and they can settle for their 36th loss against the Yankees who just passed Aaron Judge. Rogers, Gematria 63 and 36. Dodgers and Jorginho. Jorginho is Gematria 35. They can lose their 35th game to the great Jorginho, the one and only Aaron Judge. So, a best of 3. Would they lose their 15th, or actually 13? I think if they lose their 13th series, the Philadelphia Phillies to the Atlanta Braves, the defending champion, this all happens before the Yankees win the World Series 13 years later. That's just how I look at it. So yes, I do like their 11th playoff series victory against St. Louis. We should see the Major League standings. Remember, it's best of three. And this is away. This is away. Let me just go to the Seattle Mariners right here. I like 4-4, a lot like champions having to march at 44, and then Seattle, after winning the wild card, they can face off against the Houston Astros in the following round of the postseason, and then it's 4-5 after 45 seasons. So I do like the 92 wins for the Seattle Mariners because of the fact that it's Astros that has to march in 92. Blue Jays are going to lose. The Blue Jays finish with 72 losses for the season. They finish with 92 wins. Do they get to face off against the Astros? Nope. It will be the Seattle Mariners instead. That will get the job done. Their 45th win away in their 45th season. The Toronto Blue Jays with 32 playoff losses. I like their 34th playoff loss against the Mariners because it is Mariners that has gematria of. I'm thinking the inverse. It's actually 43, not 34. Yankees defeat the Rays. The Yankees defeat the Astros in the ALCS. Why is that? Well, because exactly 21 years later from Paul O'Neill's last game, they retired Paul O'Neill's number 21. The Yankees will win the World Series on November the 4th of 2022. So the Astros are going down. They are going down. Because you look at A.J. Hinch. The 28th championship is coming after the Cheaters got finished. The Cheaters were finished a long time ago. They'll never win the World Series again. The script is the baseball gods curse them forever. 28 wins with the Astros. The Astros lose. It's confirmed. It is confirmed. The Yankees lose to the Astros 2017-2019 ALCS. Guess what? 11-7, the playoff record the year they won that tainted World Series championship. After 117 World Series played, the Judginho, born on the 117th day of the year, after 117 World Series, will win the 118th World Series, the great Judginho. And yes, the Phillies' 57th loss could happen to the defending World Series champion if they have 54 losses, or if they're at 54 losses and they sweep the Cardinals, number 57 can happen to the Atlanta Braves in the divisional round. Dodgers to beat the Mets, the Dodgers to beat the Braves in a rematch in the NLCS. So the Mets will be going down to the Dodgers finishing with 111 wins for the year. Begin against New York, and they beat the number 2 team in New York, but it all ends against the real team of New York, the New York Yankees, and great Judginho's 99 wins for the season. Because this is his year. This is his season. 110 wins for the Yankees this year, with the one and only great Judge, to finish the job. And we shall see if the Dodgers' sixth playoff loss is going to happen for loss number 131 in the championship. The Dodgers to go 7-2 to win the NL Pennant, to finish with 9 wins for the season scripted fashion because the Yankees finish the World Series. They win 4-2. The Dodgers finish with a 9-6 record because it is Aaron Judge that has gematria of 96. Great Judge, will be in there. Yes, he will. Great Judge, defeats the Dodgers for their 131st loss. They're talking all time for the Dodgers. Still no World Series championship in front of fans since 1988. That is a long time. How can they do outside of the asterisk season? This isn't Gold King LeBron we're talking about. This is a real asterisk team. 108 stitches in the baseball. I like 108 wins for the Atlanta Braves entering the NLCS, going for another pennant. 104, going for 105 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers by itself, I bet, is 105. Yes, it is. And notice how the Dodgers has to match it. The Yankees began the World Series run against Tampa. So there it is. How about the Houston Astros win-loss record? 6 is going to be a key number to look out for because 13 is the 6th prime. They say this is the 6th season for the great Jorginho. So the Houston Astros right here, losing their 15th playoff series to New York City. Because we New York, because it'll begin against Tampa. They literally began the playoffs with 28 playoff series before the Yankees win the 28th championship and win the pennant at Texas, the 28th state. You can't script it any better. Losers. Their 30th playoff series going to result in a loss before the Yankees three-peat for their 30th World Series championship. It's a sad time to be a cheater of a very sorry excuse of a team.